Hey everyone, welcome back to Code Breakers. Today, we're diving into must-have Python libraries that can supercharge your coding journey. Whether you're just starting out or looking to expand your Python toolkit, these libraries are essential. Let's jump in. First up is NumPy, short for Numerical Python. If you've ever written Python code that deals with numbers, you know that Python lists can handle a lot. But with larger datasets, things can get slow. That's where NumPy comes in. NumPy gives you the power of arrays, supercharged Python lists designed for numerical operations. They're faster, more efficient, and come with built-in functions to make your life easier. Let's say you want to add two lists of numbers together, element-wise. In regular Python, you might use a loop to iterate through each element and add them up. With NumPy, you can simply add the two arrays together, and NumPy handles the rest. But NumPy's powers don't stop there. It also gives you tools to work with multi-dimensional arrays, which are like matrices. So, if you're doing anything with linear algebra, image processing, or just organizing your data, NumPy has got you covered. NumPy is the foundation for a lot of other Python libraries, especially in the data science world. Libraries like Pandas are built on top of NumPy. By learning NumPy, you're unlocking a whole ecosystem of tools and possibilities. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds complicated. Arrays, matrices. I just want to write some Python. Trust me, NumPy is surprisingly beginner-friendly. The syntax is clean and intuitive, and there are tons of resources available online to help you get started. In the description below, I've linked to some excellent NumPy tutorials. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be amazed at how much faster and more efficient your code becomes. So, whether you're crunching numbers for a data science project, building a machine learning model, or just want to level up your Python skills, NumPy is an absolute must-have in your toolkit. Next up is Pandas. And trust me, this is a big one. If you're working with data in Python, Pandas is your new best friend. It takes the power of NumPy and builds on it, giving you incredibly intuitive and efficient ways to manipulate, analyze, and even visualize your data. Think of Pandas as the Excel of Python. Remember how I said NumPy gives you arrays? Well, Pandas takes those arrays and turns them into something called a data frame. A data frame is essentially a table, much like what you'd see in a spreadsheet. It has rows and columns, and you can easily access, filter, and manipulate your data using labels instead of just numerical indexes. With Pandas, you can load that data into a data frame and then do things like filter the data to only show customers who are above a certain age, group customers by their location, and calculate the average purchase amount for each group. Sort the data by purchase history to identify your most valuable customers. And the best part? Pandas makes all of this incredibly easy to do with its intuitive syntax. You don't need to write complex loops or functions. Pandas handles the heavy lifting for you. Whether you're a data scientist, a data analyst, or just someone who works with data in any capacity, Pandas is an absolute game changer. It's the Swiss Army knife of data manipulation in Python, and once you start using it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Now, let's talk about Matplotlib. If you're a visual learner, you like to see things, to understand patterns and trends at a glance. That's where Matplotlib comes in. It's your Python paintbrush, allowing you to create stunning visualizations of your data. Whether you want to create simple line plots, scatter plots, bar charts, histograms, or even more complex three-dimensional visualizations, Matplotlib has got you covered. Remember Pandas? Well, Matplotlib plays incredibly well with Pandas. You can pass your Pandas data frames directly to Matplotlib, and it will automatically understand your data structure and create visualizations accordingly. You have granular control over every aspect of your plots. You can customize colors, line styles, labels, titles, legends, and so much more. Want to create a visually appealing plot that perfectly matches your brand colors? Matplotlib says, no problem. And here's the best part. Matplotlib is incredibly well documented. They have a fantastic website with tons of examples, tutorials, and a gallery of stunning visualizations to inspire you. So, whether you're a seasoned data visualization pro or just starting out, Matplotlib has something for everyone. Matplotlib is the foundation. A lot of other libraries are built on top of Matplotlib, which means that by learning Matplotlib, you're essentially learning the fundamentals of data visualization in Python. So if you're ready to turn your data into insightful and visually appealing stories, Matplotlib is the perfect place to start. Alright, let's switch gears a bit and talk about the web. The internet is a vast ocean of data, and sometimes you need to reach out and grab some of that data for your Python projects. That's where Requests comes in. Requests is your trusty sidekick for making HTTP requests in Python. Now, if you're not familiar with HTTP, don't worry. It's just a way for computers to talk to each other over the internet. Think of it like this. When you type a website address into your browser, you're essentially sending an HTTP request to that website's server, asking it to send you the website's files. Requests lets you do the same thing, but from within your Python code. With requests, you can fetch data from websites, like scraping product information from an e-commerce site. Interact with APIs, like getting the latest weather data from a weather service. Download files from the web, like grabbing a dataset for your next machine learning project. Requests makes all of this incredibly easy to do. You can send different types of requests, like GET requests for retrieving data, POST requests for submitting data, and more. And the best part? Requests handles all the complicated stuff behind the scenes, like making sure your requests are formatted correctly and handling any errors that might occur. So, whether you're building a web scraper, interacting with APIs, or just need to grab some data from the web, Requests is your go-to library. It's like having a personal assistant for all your web communication needs. And finally, let's talk about Flask. You've learned how to manipulate data, visualize it, and even fetch it from the web. Now, what if you want to build your own web applications with Python? That's where Flask comes in. Flask is a micro web framework, which might sound intimidating, but it's actually quite the opposite. It's designed to be lightweight, easy to learn, and incredibly flexible. Think of Flask as the Lego blocks of web development. It gives you the basic building blocks you need to create web applications, but it doesn't force you into a specific way of doing things. You have the freedom to choose the tools and libraries you want to use, and you can structure your application however you see fit. With Flask, you can create dynamic web pages that respond to user input, build REST APIs that serve data to other applications, develop full-fledged web applications, complete with user authentication and databases. Flask is incredibly beginner-friendly, and there are tons of resources available online to help you get started. One of my favorite things about Flask is its vast ecosystem of extensions. These extensions are like add-ons that provide additional functionality, such as database integration, user authentication, and more. Many large companies use Flask to power their web applications, so you can be confident that it can handle whatever you throw at it. And there you have it. 5 essential Python libraries that every beginner should know about. What's your favorite Python library? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always on the lookout for new tools to try out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.